excited because we don't have work today because of the snowstorm that has hit Texas. Thank the Lord. I had off yesterday too, but it was my birthday, so I just purely did nothing. So, because we have today off, today is Friday the 10th, I am wanting to get through my remaining TBR for this month before January 21st when Onyx Storm comes out. So, my goal today is to read at least 2 of these 3 books this weekend. So I am just going to take you with me as I read. I am filling them out on my journal and on my Goodreads and my Storygraph, but the goal is to like completely like do like a small review or like a synopsis of the book, so that way when I'm coming back to look at my best books of 25, I can truly judge it. I think I know what's going to be my best book of January, but I'm giving these books a chance. Okay, so I have expiration dates, Emma, and I haven't made the page yet, but The Last Olympian from Percy Jackson. So the goal is to finish at least 2 of these books. I do also have a few books on my Kindle that I could read, but I wanted to at least read my physical books because they're a lot harder to transport and like read while I'm at work. The only time I get to read is during my conference period or during my lunch, so it's not a lot of time. Excuse me. This cold is getting to me. It has stopped snowing, but it is frozen outside, so I'm excited. So it is like 7:45, 7:40, almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I am getting a jump start on this so that way I can read as much as I can today. So that way I can actually go out tomorrow if the roads are okay. But yeah. So the books that we have as contenders are Expiration Date by Rebecca Serle, where the main character is given cards every time she like starts dating somebody. She gets a card that has their name and like how much time they're going to be together. Until one day she gets a card that just has a name on it. So she's trying to figure out, is this end game or not? Or is it now up to her to decide, kind of thing. So, Expiration Dates by Rebecca Serle. We have The Last Olympian. This is book 5 of the Percy Jackson series. This is the last book of the main clump of books. I know there are other books, but this will finish off the series for me. So this is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan. This one follows obviously Percy Jackson, but it's finally like the prophecy is nearing. He is going to turn 16. Things are going down. Monsters are coming up. He has to save the world again. So this is interesting. I do want to read this for sure before Onyx Storm, just to make sure like I'm not fantasied out. I did just read Harry Potter 1, so it won't be my next read because I just finished Harry Potter, but it will definitely be like 2 or 3 for this weekend. And then we have Emma from Jane Austen. This follows the title character Emma as she kind of matures, finds herself, finds love, finds the importance of growing up, because she acts very like childish and very like not woe is me, but like let me get whatever I want to get kind of thing. So I've watched the movie for this one. I am excited to read it. It is a chunker, so I wonder if I can find the audiobook at some point. That's how I read the first Harry Potter, just because I had other things going on yesterday. But Emma by Jane Austen is on my list as well. And again, I do have 2 books on my Kindle, but I'm not going to focus on them. If I do, I will come on and like tell you all about them before I get into it. I have a few. I have one that's already started from I think it's Blood and Steel, and then The Kingdom of the Fallen is another one by Carrie Maniscalco. So those might be books that I pick up. I want to dedicate the rest of January after the 21st to Onyx Storm, to like, because I'm gonna read it in a few days. I'm gonna read it before the end of January. However, I do want to have time to process and grieve the fact that I am losing probably one of my favorite characters. One of them is gonna die. I'm just putting that up there. It's gonna happen. It is what it is, you know? So I am going to read, and we are going to check in. So yeah. So it is the next day. I did not finish Emma. I did get about 40% through, but I've got a few things to get done today. So I did bring Emma, but I am going to listen to the audio. Excuse the car noise. It's warming up because it's still cold outside. But I will be listening to Emma. I'm gonna be on a 45-hour-long drive, so I need something to do. Fingers crossed I can get finished with this today. I do have my Kindle as well in my bag, but I will be at my godchildren's birthday party, so I gotta go get their present because it's been too icy on the roads to go and get it today or yesterday, and then make my way out there to help her kind of prepare. So I am gonna head out, listen to the audio, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. I have officially finished Emma by Jane Austen. I really liked it. I did end up listening to most of this on audio just because I was driving so much and doing small little chores around the house. So it was just easier to have my headphones on listening. I enjoyed it. I had seen the movie, so I had like a baseline of what the book was going to be about. So it wasn't like too shocking. Hello, I'm sorry that I just knocked into you. But I really enjoyed it. I'll probably give this like a 4.5, maybe a 4. Just because there were a few times where I had to go back, reread a few things just for like language clarity. But that's like should be a given because it is a classic. It was written forever ago. So like the words that they use are not words that we use nowadays. So I am officially done with Emma by Jane Austen. So I'm gonna put this here. And I have 2 physical books left to read before January 21st. It is currently January the 12th. So I have less than 10 days, but doable because I am planning on reading Expiration dates today. I want to say it's around 3 o'clock. So I should be done with the book by tonight. It's only 254 pages. So it should only take maybe like 3 or 4 hours. And that's like if I sit down and read and don't do anything else. So, yeah, I am going to read Expiration Dates by Rebecca Serle. I'm excited. I loved In 5 Years. I cried so much. But yeah, I'm going to sit, read this, and then check in with you. I don't know if I'll check in with you halfway or if I'll just check in with you at the very end. So I will see y'all later. Officially, I think right like exactly at the 50% mark page wise, and I'm enjoying it. I remember crying in 5 years because they brought up cancer. Cancer is brought up here as well, but not in the way that it was in 5 years. This is following. Wow, how have I already forgotten her name? Wild. Because her name's not said a lot in the book. Daphne. Okay. So this is following Daphne as she gets a card, a piece of paper, with just the guy that she is seeing's name on it. No date on it, no time limit. Whereas every other person she has dated or had a relationship with has had an expiration date of some sort, whether that was one night, a few hours, a few months. This has no expiration date. So we are getting a glimpse of her relationship with this man, and like the process and all of that, as well as looking back and seeing her relationships from other, from previous relationships, seeing like how it worked out, how they met, how it ended, things like that. And again, we are right at the halfway mark. She is still close with one of her exes. He is the only person that knows about the expiration dates. None of her other friends really know either. So it's kind of going back and forth from current time to like past relationships. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know how long it has been since I have been reading. I want to say it's maybe been about 2 hours since I started. I am really enjoying it. I will be finishing it today, and it will be going in this video. But yes, I am going to get back to reading. I took the dust jacket off because it was just getting in my way. I do appreciate though that the spine still has the little like decor on it. It's not just the title. It's cute. Okay, I'm gonna get back to reading. She does it again. She does it again. Like, I figured out who she was going to end up with. But at the same time, I was not expecting all the little nuances that popped in. That, like, what the heck? I definitely teared up. It was not as full-blown cry as in 5 years. However, Expiration Dates by Rebecca Serle received a 5-star. A 5-star. There's so much that is revealed in this book in the last like 30 pages. It is so good. So like the message was clear. My heart broke. It mended itself up a little bit. Still a little cracked. We're still healing. But this was really good. I really and truly loved Expiration Dates by Rebecca Serle. So that leaves me with one more physical book in my January TBR that I need to have read before the 21st. I will hopefully have that read by next week. But just as a recap, we read 2 books, my 2 pink books this week. Emma and Expiration Dates. Let's do this. I don't know if that is beneficial or not, but today was this was a pink weekend. Started on Friday. It is now Sunday. I'm done with 2 books. We started off with Emma by Jane Austen. This followed Emma as she was really trying to, I wasn't trying to, but she ended up kind of maturing, growing as a person, not just as, because I mean, she's what, I didn't even remember what age she was, I just know that she set somebody up. She was like, oh cool, I can do this because their thing was successful. Let me just continue doing that. Doesn't work out like she expects. She finds love in the most unexpected places. It was beautiful. It was really cute. I gave this a 4.5 stars only because I had to go back and reread a few things as I was listening/reading to it. But I am excited to read more from Miss Jane Austen. This is only book 2 of hers that I have read. I read Sense and Sensibility, and I've now read Emma. I'm working through a collection. You will see that soon. Okay, so book 1 that we read this weekend was Emma by Jane Austen. And book 2 was Expiration Dates. This follows Daphne. Does it have her last name on here? Daphne Bell. As she, since middle school, has been given a paper that has the name and like the amount of time that she's going to be with that person. She then receives a card that only has a name on it. So she thinks this is going to be her forever person. This follows her as she kind of goes through that relationship, but also goes back to see her past relationships, how they ended, how they met, how long that they were destined to be together. And it kind of goes along with the fact that, like, does she really need to be paying attention to the number? It just so happens that at the end of that time period, the relationship ends, but does it have to be that way? So she's kind of just accepted it as truth at this point. So it is really nice seeing this relationship. It delves into some like medical issues, things that go on in people's lives that, you know, you don't have control over, secrets that are revealed, all of that. It was beautiful. It was heart-wrenching. It's gorgeous. I gave this 5 stars. 5. I loved this so very much. So those are the 2 books that I was able to read this weekend. I have, again, the last Percy Jackson book available, or not available, but left on my physical TBR to read before the 21st. Again, it is currently the 12th, so I have 9 days to read this. Shouldn't be an issue. I do also have my 2 Kindle books that I do have that I may take up my Kindle to work and during my conference period read for a bit here and there. I'm working detention, so optimal reading time. I will see y'all next week with a January update. Y'all are getting pretty much an update here. However, you will get a more like in-depth update of my halfway mark of January, what I've read, progress check kind of stuff. So I look forward to hearing from y'all in the comments. Let me know what kind of things you want to see, what books you want me to read, any sort of videos that you think would be interesting to watch. I will be taking in everything. I'm absorbing them like a sponge. Please let me know what you want to see, because these are for you. So I look forward to hearing from y'all. I will see y'all next week. Bye.